Hello and good morning. And as you can tell, I am stood, or if you can't see, we are stood by a Ford Cortina. And I have the owner with me, so please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Adrian. I'm the owner of this 1980 Cortina 1600 GL. As you can see, it's all original. It's never been welded, it's never been painted, and has
Never been welded?
And it's only got 19,000 miles on the clock.
Wow, that's unusual for a 1980 vehicle.
Yes.
Is that 41 years old? Now, you're going to wonder how I know that very quickly. Same year as I was born. So that's kind of a cute thing. And it's a lovely colour blue.
It's Cosmos blue.
Cosmos blue?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a light metallic blue, which Ford used quite a lot during the late 70s and the early 80s.
So tell me the story behind the Cortina.
Right, I've always wanted my dad's car from when I was about 4. When I was a kid, I was about 4, 5, 6, 7, and I remember my dad buying one of these, trading in an Austin Princess for a Ford Cortina. Sadly, the Austin Princess didn't live beyond 6 years old, which was a shame because it was a nice car. So my dad traded that in for one of these, and I just loved it. I fell in love with the car. Just loved the shape of it, liked the interior, and you know, as most things like Dad's car, it's like all the memories of going on holiday and everything from when you were a child. You know, and sadly it got stolen and written off in the late 80s.
Oh no!
During the boom of joyriding.
Yeah.
And sort of ever since then I thought, you know, it'd be quite cool to get Dad's car back, even if obviously it's not the same one. So you scour the internet, eBay, whatnot. Yes, they were out there, but they were like the wrong interior, or they were rotten, or they were just completely beyond economical repair. So I thought, well, okay, I had the Cortinas. If I can't get one, I'll build one. So I started collecting the parts to try and build the car.
Okay.
And then we have a Facebook group, the Mark 45 Cortina Fanatics. A chap joined about 5 years ago and posted a picture of this car on the group. And that was it, I thought. You
fell in love?
I fell in love with it. I didn't think nothing of it at the time.
Yeah.
And I thought, I wonder if I could convince him to sell it me.
And you did?
So I sent the chap a message, and we got a bit of a relationship going over the phone and talking and whatnot, and it got to the stage where he said, make me an offer for it.
Ah, brilliant.
So the offer was accepted, and then he said, do you know where I live? He goes, I said, yes. I said, you live in Scotland. So my wife and I, we flew up to Stirling and then drove it 400 miles home.
Wow. And does it have a name?
Hamish.
Hamish, because of the Scottish root.
Yeah, that was my oldest son. He gave it the name.
Oh,
all
how
our cars have got
lovely.
names.
To be fair, apart from about 2 of mine, yes, they all have names. It is something that you do, and so it's more memories of your dad. And what does your dad think of it?
My dad was never a car person, so he just goes, "Oh, I'd one like that." I suppose that's like people now with modern cars, isn't it? It's like, oh, I had one of them, it's a good car. But But if you're a car person and you grow up to liking these things, it just means a completely different thing. I
was completely different. My parents, my dad never drove. My dad actually passed his test after I passed mine. So we never had the luxury of going away in vehicles. We always went by train or by coach. Or at one time, I think it was a paid taxi, that it was a deal they were doing. If you went on holiday to a certain place, they would do the taxi as well. So yeah, we never really had that. But now I am into the vehicles, but then it can go the other way, because obviously you absolutely love the Cortina. My son absolutely hates vehicles now because he's done it all his life. Nah.
Hopefully my eldest son's into them. He likes the cars. He's here actually with my wife, so
lovely.
So he's interested in it, and because I've got a Mark III Cortina as well, and so hopefully he'll grow up sort of appreciating what these vehicles actually are and what they mean.
And have you got any plans to go on tour or anything? What's the furthest it's travelled, apart from obviously Scotland?
That's the furthest it's travelled in its whole life.
Has it? Scotland? Oh.
The longest it's spent on the road. I mean, we do local shows, we go out to it, I put the seat belts in the back for the children, so we go out, we do use it. It's not just something that sits in the garage and, only comes out a couple of times a year.
Well, I have noticed you're wearing a Jamaica Inn top, so has it been to Cornwall?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I love Cornwall.
I absolutely love Cornwall too.
That's my favourite place on the planet.
Yeah. North Devon and going into Cornwall along the Atlantic Highway.
I'm gonna name
Absolutely
drop
brilliant.
Boscastle is heaven.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, Boscastle has got the wonderful witch museum.
Yes, it has. Yeah, the Witchcraft Museum. Yes.
Yeah, have you been in there since they had the floods? And it's
yes.
Yeah, because there's the line, isn't there?
Now,
the
I've
marker
got a funny
line.
story really, because we were there the day before the flood.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got the parking ticket for the 15th of August 2004, Boscastle.
Oh my word.
And I come home and on the news that night, you know, you look at it and think, well, that looks familiar.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit, that's Boscastle. We was there yesterday. You know?
Oh my word. That is kind of freaky, really, isn't it? It's one of those close encounters.
Yes, it is. And there's a bed and breakfast there we go to. We've been there about 24 times.
Wow. See, we did that with Nuki, didn't we?
Over the last 20 years.
Yeah, we did that. We used to go to Nuki a lot, to Trafalgar.
Yes,
quite a bit. So yeah, we know what you mean, because again, classic cars has always played a part in us. So, yeah.
I mean, we used to go on holiday in that. We'd had the roof rack on.
Yep.
And there'd be three of us. There'd be my two sisters in the back, and well, you know, that was it. And it used to take forever to get to Cornwall.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's about a 4-hour drive just for where we are.
Yeah.
So.
You can imagine
we're going in transit.
Yeah, that's true. We're going to transit right home. We do now. We used to go into in minis. So yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing your stories.
Pleasure.
Absolute pleasure to meet you.
And you.
And thank you so much.
That's okay. No worries. Thanks very much.
Tell me, mother, did you miss me when I broke free? When I grabbed a bus to anywhere just to be